Hi, so in this video, I will show you how to fill out um, the template generated by JSON LD template generator uh, function in Fairlinked. So how is the template structured? Essentially, for each column in your data, there is a JSON LD block, which will specify all the metadata about that column. As you can see here, sample, which is specified by SQS alt label, has a corresponding column here in the CSV, um, or chemical formula spec here also has a corresponding column in the CSV. And so essentially, this function will go through and generate a JSON LD block for each column in your data. Um, Type here in this case will specify the MDS onto term corresponding to a column to that column in your CSV. So in this case, I actually don't want this to be just sample. I want this to be X-ray sample, which is a term in MDS onto. QUDT value is should be left blank. QUDT has unit. This will specify the unit um, corresponding to that uh, column. So it will specify the unit for the data in that column. Um, so I don't want any units in this particular column, so I will not fill in anything. SQS note or SCOS note will have the notes about that column if you want to add anything else. MDS study stage, this is also an optional column. So as you can see, you can specify the study stage, but you don't have to. Um, and so I'm done with that column. I've already included everything, all the metadata I want about that column. So I can move on to this next column here, chemical formula. And so this is actually not the term in MDS Onto for chemical formula. It is actually this. And so I will replace that. But the SQS alt label, this is right. This was generated from the CSV itself. Um, so this also doesn't have a unit, and I will just ignore all the other fields um, as well. And so this also has a study stage of sample. So we can move on to something with um, actual units. In this case, so we can go to sample length. Um, this is the wrong MDS term. The right MDS term is actually CCO. And so I will replace that. And this has a unit of milliliters. And this is where I will put the unit in. So units are taken from the QUDT ontology. And so this is a page where you can get all the units that you want and you can put it into our JSON LD template. Um, Quantity kind is also something that you can take from the QUDT ontology. And quantity kind is basically kind of specify the type of physical quantity that's associated with your column. But you don't have to add that in if you don't want to. And so that's it. There are basically only two required fields that you have to fill out, which is the SQS alt label, but that's already filled out for you by um, our function. And you also fill this out if you believe that um, the corresponding term or in MS Onto that the function found is not correct, or it couldn't find the correct term in MS Onto for that column. Um, so yes, thank you for listening. Hope that was helpful for everyone. Um, thank you.